Hi everybody, today I'm doing a quick overview of some of our latest product updates in our FAST software. So we're going to be looking at maintenance. So for those of you familiar with the software probably know that we've had this PM service report, basically tracking PMs at a mileage interval, and you can set different intervals for different tractors and really customize it depending on make, model, year, use, all those factors that could go into how you want to manage your PM intervals. So got really good feedback on that. I know it's been very helpful for us in our business, tracking those. Um, one good thing we like about it, the way we've set this up, is the latest odometer that's coming straight from your ELD provider. So we're fully integrated with Omnitrax IVGs, Omnitrax XRS, and Trimble. So all the approved providers right now on the FedEx vendor list, we can integrate with to get up-to-date odometer information. So, that's the issue we were having with some other platforms we used in the past, is we were having to go in and manually update odometers. That doesn't get done for whatever reason, whatever your process is. And then when you do update it, now things are overdue or you're behind. So we really like being able to incorporate that ELD integration into the maintenance program that we're talking about today, but then also IVMRs, looking at ELD mileage versus paid mileage, and all those things that it can be useful for. But today, talking about service reminders. Like I said, got good feedback on the PM intervals. Biggest request we got from there was, well, that's great, but I want to do it for more applications, more maintenance items. So here comes service reminders. So this is our answer for that. So when you come in here, like I said, it's still under maintenance. You saw how I got to this tab on the maintenance menu here. And then we're just going to create a new form, give it whatever name we want, and then we can hop in here and see, we want to go to settings and fields to see how we can customize things from there. So one thing you'll notice is we've got different makes here. So that's one of the options that we have. We say, okay, for this particular item, service reminder item that I've created, I want this to just apply to Volvos, just apply it to Peterbilts, and that's going off the information that you've populated through your tractor profiles. The other option is, like this one, this is for any tractor. So I can say, doesn't matter, just want to do this for all tractors, keep it simple. Or customize it even further by coming in here and selecting certain tractors you want that to apply to. So we're going to say this for Volvos. And again, everything with our platform, trying to make things as customizable as possible. We've realized early on that every TSP's business is operated differently, and everybody has different needs, different sizes, all kinds of scenarios that vary from company to company. So we want you to be able to use the software to tailor these programs to your specific organization. So next thing you can customize here along those lines is I can say, okay, I'm just worried about mileage intervals, I'm just worried about time, or I want whichever comes first, like in this case, 450,000 miles or 5 years. So we're going to save that if we made any changes. And then the next part here is the form fields. And again, if you're familiar with the software, you might recognize this from the form tools. Basically, we're piggybacking off of the setup there so that it's familiar, and integrating that into these service reminders. So we select the settings and fields here, or I guess the settings here and the form fields here to be more specific. And then the fields, this is when I or my VC or whoever is marking this service reminder as complete, what do I want to know from them? Do I want to know information about a work order if you're on a work order system? Maybe invoice, maybe you want information about the parts if it's something you're doing in-house, but you want to have records of when the parts were purchased, and then the any other information like DPF cleaning. I want to make sure that whoever's swapping out the filter has then cleared it in the computer so we don't continue to have issues there. as part of that process. So there's different things like that you can do, and then yeah, just customize it for each one. I know these belts, I know we had some inputs here. This is where you can select your date range, and then you can see which items that were already submitted. So it looks like we submitted several on the 16th and on the 18th. And you can view more information there. Next, I want to go over to the tractor profiles. This is kind of your summary. You've got expiring documents, any checklists. There's another way to manage things. This is what we were trying out before we built out the service reminders, is you could just track your air filters on a list, do it that way. That's still an option. So that, yeah, you've got options on how to track this stuff, but again, the main request was doing it off of mileage intervals, which this didn't really give you that option. It was more date-based, so now we've got the mileage intervals. Obviously, then you've got broken down by domicile, you've got your tractor numbers, then you can hop into from here, you've got position information, latest odometer information, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not familiar with the tractor profiles, we're just trying to do exactly that. Build a profile for each tractor, whatever general information you want to provide, mostly for your information. Tractor documents, you can store them there so the drivers can access those through their mobile devices along with their personal documents. I like to put warranty information here so that any of my managers can hop in here and see what the warranty status is for that tractor, help make those decisions about where we need to go for service. If it's a lease vehicle, who we're calling for maintenance items there as well. This is where I was talking about odometer miles versus paid miles. If this was my real account, I would probably be wanting to look in here and see what was going on, why we drove basically double the miles 2 days in a row and got paid, about half of miles driven. It seems a little suspicious there, and could be an opportunity to recoup some funds. From here, you can just see kind of a snapshot of what's been going on with that tractor in different areas. Maintenance records, see the last few maintenance items that were done, any comments that came out from pre-trips that were done, brakes look low, all good, anything that, okay, so then, and on the service reminders, when those are completed, then you get to track that on this comment screen as well. So there's a few other things you can see here. I know today we're kind of trying to focus on these service plans. So this is going to show, this tractor's at 483,000 miles. We don't show that DPF has ever been cleaned or replaced. So it's going to show due now, since we set the mileage interval to 450,000 miles. This one, however, says it's not due for another 145, almost 146,000 miles, because we just completed one on the 16th. So that kind of gives you a snapshot of where you're at with any of these service plans that apply to this vehicle. So if I want to mark one of these as complete, I'm just going to come over here, select complete reminder, and then I'll be able to see the form that I built out. So somebody can come in here and enter that information, whatever we decided was important for us to see. So I'm going to pause there for now for this video. I know we covered a lot. Hopefully that helps you guys better understand how to use this. And again, feel free to reach out to set up a demo or to get more information about it. Thank you.